Hi friends, let's take a look at the theory. No way, bro. No way. No way. I'm not looking at Ethereum. I'm looking at Tezos. You coming along here trying to make me look. You trying to make me look at Ethereum when I want to look at Tezos. You bar steward. Uh, I've got the 1 hour chart up here. Yes, right. Okay, user subscribe to the channel. You know that I don't look at the low time frames. You know I don't. You know it's madness. But hey, we're doing that today for the crack on the different coins. Look at this. This is a clear downward trend, right? Is there any human being out there in the world that has pattern recognition abilities that separate us from the mere beasts of the world that wants to kind of dispute the fact that we've been in a downward trend then in terms of this hourly chart since the start of June and whatnot? Is there anybody that wants to, right? Don't think so. Okay, let's just have a wee then look at this in relation to the oscillators down below. What have we got on the go? Well, on the way down, sort of this section here, you can see that generally speaking, with the actual sort of lows like this one here versus this one here, you weren't bullishly divergent really, but that was quite low at that point. And then it came down and was continued to not be bullishly divergent on the stochastics on this one. Then it kicked in a bit bullish divergence here in this one. And then is this a lower low as well? It's not quite a lower low, or is it? Can we be bothered? I mean, this is the 1 hour time frame, but yeah, okay. Oh, great. Yeah, equal lows or whatever. So you've got this bullish divergence on the go. Great. Bullish divergence on the go on the 1 hour time frame. Write that down in your copybooks. And looking here towards this, if this does turn around and fail and go down the way, then you'd have hidden bearish divergence, of course, as we saw on various peaks on the way down here, looking at this oscillator such as the RSI here and kind of comparing things along the way. At times there was hidden bearish divergence, like this peak here, very much hidden bearish divergence on the way down. So should this just kind of turn out to be one of these areas where we've had in the past, like lows coming in like here. And then you're thinking to yourself, "Hey, is this bullishly divergent?" Which you could have at the time, I suppose. Then just bear in mind that we'll have to wait and see how it pans out in terms of these highs. Oh God, come on, do it. Go up to the 2,800. Look, basically though, what we're really wanting to see happen is the prices go above 2,800, regardless of the time frame, really, because right now this is us coming in at this area and asking, will we get a turnaround at the 786? I have the ability to do this in a sense because we have had all these informations as all on the charts on the 24-hour time frames and stuff like that for ages, and I'm just zooming on in and looking at how the prices are operating in and around that area. So just doing that just for the crack today in today's episode, and looking at this one, yeah, a bit of bullish divergence here between the last two lows. Bit of upward price action overtaking the 21 EMA on the 4-hour time frame, up above the 10 simple there, looking towards the 12-hour time frame. And we're above the 10 simple here just on this one. That's good to see. Putting in a higher high than there. As a result, after having put in a lower low, kind of, with a bit of divergence, kind of, not really, it's a bit rich, but there is between these 2 points, and this overall lower low, but then that's not a high yet. We've not gone up above these areas. Anyway, that's what we're looking to. I don't know if I've been particularly clear right now, but yeah, we're trading this thing on the small time frames, and I want to see the prices go above 2,810 and go towards the top side and take advantage of the potential here for bullish divergence on these lower time frames, which is actually visible on the way up towards the top time frames really as well. Apart from the daily here, which doesn't we're just this is just kind of been bleh. And we're looking down at this 786 and asking will we see the turnaround here at this point, which is a common retrace point really for the price action. Over to the dollar prices. That's that covered, by the way, for Bitcoin. We're done there for today. And what we're looking at, we're trying so hard to invalidate this Fibonacci retracement right now on the 236 here, this Magnolia line, and it ain't quite happened just yet. Yes, there's things we could talk about here on the daily time frame. And yes, we do the daily time frame on every single episode. It is, of course, the preference for people who want to trade without losing all their money and make money and do things well and everything else, and who aren't lunatics. Of course they are, but we're actually activating lunatic mode right now and going on down to the 1 hour time frame yet again. Yes, so let's bring this up and look and see. Can anyone make any claims about this? Okay, so we've got lows, lower lows, right? That's what we'll do. We'll look at those three there. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, bullish divergence here in the RSI. Looking at that comparison, we went right into this, well, right down almost to zero in terms of RSI here, and right down very, very low here on this one. You think, okay, well, let's just do this thing where people do overbought, oversold, and it went to oversold territory, and then we're going to get the prices are going to turn around from here. No, you don't be so simplistic with your trading. That silly look here instead, though, where the prices came on further down, but they didn't actually have the same momentum, and you got the divergence on the go instead. And now maybe we can ask a question or two about things and if they're turning around or not. Look at that there. This high, is it higher than over here? Zoom on in. Is it higher yet? No, no, that's just the same. That's just the same. Or is it just even maybe a penny lower? Maybe it's a penny lower. But we're still not finished with this kind of movement here. For instance, in this 1 hour period, probably just a minute or two ago, we were up here above this $2.60 area, 267 area. I want to see the prices move up there, kind of close up above into the 270s, right? And to do that without any divergence too, hopefully, but divergence is of course just a warning sign. I want to see us making higher highs and higher lows and do it without divergence, right? That's essentially what it boils down to. Currently looking at this and saying, well, it's premature to say one way or the other with this most recent sort of the current live price action. But we can kind of look towards the past and say you've got sort of horizontal lines here, 275, and stuff like that to be trying to get above so that we can kind of really, start to make things turn around a wee bit. We are above the 21 EMA, the 55 EMA, and the 10 simple here, as you can see, which is the yellow smooth line, the green smooth line, and the red dotted line, respectively. With all due respectively, and we are going and let's just kind of follow that on the way up here. We've not had a bullish cross between the 21 and the 55 here on the 2 hour time frame, nor have we even quite yet in terms of the 10 simple over the 21, which isn't something I really look to, but it's there. Let's see in the higher time frames as well. Yeah, exactly. So we can kind of monitor this thing if you want to be crazy about things and look at stuff on the small time frames and monitor stuff. Then that's how you could do it, I suppose, just in terms of a brief chat about things. Now, currently we're poking our heads above the 236, invalidating that at the minute, and that's what I want to see happen. I want to see that happen alongside us going up above the 21 EMA. Yeah, 275 here. We've got our line here of profit taking line, I suppose. You can consider that now as well, up here at 280. And yeah, cool. Okay, anyway, look, that's actually totally going to do us for today. If we're looking towards downward side price targets and whatnot and where we could come along, then we can bear in mind this pink line here that got drawn in here. As we saw, we came down to that 240 area and then went back up again. And we talked about that in yesterday's video. What's actually changed since yesterday's video? Very, very little. If you want some more sort of broader perspective on the market, then look at that. Today's one's been a good laugh, though, hasn't it? Hasn't it? Been a bit lunatic center here. But yeah, anyway, great. Thanks so much for tuning in. Got this different microphone. Hope the audio sounds okay. It'll get better with time once I kind of listen back to what I've done and stuff like that or whatever. And yeah, I make these videos every day, so share them with a friend if you've got one that you think would like it, and tune back in again tomorrow for some more good crack talking about the old Tezos and whatnot, and of course Bitcoin, Chainlink, and Ethereum. Now I saw Crypto the other day saying that thing, and if you stuck around till now, then hey, you stuck around till now. So I'll just do what he does at the end of his videos. I find it, I don't know, I think it's kind of cute in a way, right? Or whatever what he does. I don't know if he does it sort of ironically or not. But anyway, I'll finish my episode the same way that he does, and you can kind of think, hey, what does that mean? Does that even make sense? I don't know. Maybe in German it makes sense, and it's just like a sort of funny little translation joke he's doing inside his own head. I don't know. But anyway, as always, guys, as always, goodbye. Is that it? Or is it, as always, bye-bye? I don't know. Anyway, catch you later. Thank you very much for tuning in. See you next time. Much appreciated. All the rest of it.